value of classical economics, right? All right.
At the University College of Los Angeles, or UCLA, one of America's top universities, second-year students in international development are learning about capitalism and whether it's the most effective way of ensuring social harmony.
Based on the rule of the market, the idea is that private...
19-year-old Sarah Tsagai is the only African student in this class. Figures from the National Census Bureau show that twice the number of Africans living in the U.S. have degrees when compared to Americans. According to Dr. Edmund Keller, chairman of UCLA's African Studies Department, it has a lot to do with the students' economic and social backgrounds.
That's impressive, actually, but it's not surprising in the sense that most of the African immigrants that do make it here come from middle-class to upper-class families, and they've already experienced a good deal of achievement in their own countries, or if they came over with their parents without having started formal education, their parents had an ethic of favoring formal education as a way to get ahead in life.
Sarah, a straight-A student, is one example of that success. Her parents fled Ethiopia in the late 80s, first to Sudan, and then, when Sarah was 1 year old, they moved to San Jose, California. She was raised here and was always determined to succeed.
I've always liked school. I've always been interested in it. I love coming to school. I mean, I don't love waking up in the morning, but actual learning and everything, I like it. I like it a lot.
In the U.S., higher education is very expensive, around $20,000 a year for an undergraduate degree just for tuition. So many African students are conscious of the investments that their parents are making. Sarah's friend Olivia Akubuilo was born in the States to Nigerian parents who worked hard to get where they are now.
We're middle class, but we're obviously well off. We're not struggling, even in this recession. Yeah, but basically, just that their whole education fact, my dad, he's been in school after school after school. He just finished his second PhD not too long ago. So it's it's just this whole drive really shows me okay, it does take you somewhere, just getting nowadays you can't just have a regular bachelor's degree. You have to have something higher.
Hi. Sorry for the mess. I just moved into my new place. I don't have any furniture yet, but welcome.
Last year, Sarah was living in a dorm on campus, but it was too expensive. So this fall, she's renting her first apartment and sharing it with a roommate.
This is our bedroom. It's really... I haven't got a chance to put my stuff up on hangers yet. We only moved in about 2 days ago, so I feel like I have an excuse to leave all my stuff there.
Sarah's father works on a mobile ice cream truck in San Jose, and her mother used to be a factory worker before she got laid off.
This is my dad, right here. And then my mom, my grandma, my uncle, my aunt, my other uncle, and my other uncle. So this is in Ethiopia, and they all live in Ethiopia, except my mom and my dad, and my brother. I kind of grew up taking care of myself a little bit. My parents, they instilled in me education. My dad would always give me everyday homework assignments, where it would be when he came home, read half this book and tell me what it's about, or write up a little essay about it. Copying, I remember copying books a lot, just so my handwriting would improve. It was every night I would have something to do.
Today, Sarah's mother has come to visit and make sure that her daughter starts the school year with a large supply of homemade injera and dorowat, traditional Ethiopian food.
I have planned to get nurse, and then when I get born Sarah. When I come this country, always she getting sick. She have infection, ear infection. When I start school, always they call me. I pick her, I call her, and then I didn't study. That's why when I push her, she get my life too. I give her, everything for her. I didn't go to school. Whatever she gets me mad, I tell her, hey, you're supposed to study, because if I am studying, even sometimes when I tell her, oh, do this one, look, she's not looking, I get mad at her. I tell her, you know what happened? I didn't study because I'm watching you. I'll take care of you. I'm supposed to, study. That's why she gets all my life also.
For Sarah's parents, the fact that she's at UCLA is a huge source of pride, and to help make it work, Sarah earns her own money by working as a parking attendant, helping visitors find their way around the sprawling UCLA campus.
You have a nice day. We managed to pay for school because I've been working since I was like 11. I've been working with my dad on his ice cream truck, and so he's been paying me and I've been saving the money. And then also I had 2 jobs in high school. And like I saved up a lot of money. I understand like the value of money just because I started so young, and my dad taught me. My dad was like very strict about understanding that. He was like, when you go to college, you have to provide for yourself. So like I looked out for scholarships. I got a lot of scholarships. I had some help with financial aid. And like last year, my parents helped me a little bit because of the dorming was so expensive. But now that I'm off campus, I'm hoping that I won't have to like ask them for too much help.
Sarah's situation isn't unusual here. Senegalese-born Abdullah Diop arrived in New York 10 years ago and put himself through university by working at night. He then won a scholarship to do his master's in engineering at UCLA and has decided to keep going and get a PhD.
I got my diploma from United States, actually, so I just want to work over here, gain experience, contribute pretty much in the United States because I learned here. But in the future, I really want to go back home because I know we need people like us, basically, to help Africa move on. I say that all the time. It's not something that I'm going to do right away. I study here. I want to practice it over here, gain the experience that I need to gain, and then work over here, and then build help my country do it.
While Abdul plans to go home one day, Africa continues to lose thousands of professionals like him who leave the continent every year in search of lucrative jobs abroad.
No, Africa right now, as it has been for the past 15, 20 years, been suffering from a very severe brain drain. I expect that is going to continue. Let's say, for example, as beautiful a country as Uganda is, as naturally endowed as that country is, as bright a population of middle class and educated people as you have, Uganda may not be attractive to Ugandans who want to make life better for their children. So they may very well get their education and choose to remain abroad.
Sarah's trip back to Ethiopia a few years back inspired her choice of degree. She's already even thinking about where she would like to work once she graduates.
I definitely want to work with an NGO, nonprofit organization. I do want to travel a lot. I just want to be able to make an impact on the world somehow. There are so many things that I could do, like work with the UN, or I just sometimes when I start talking about things that I could possibly do, it's just I can go on for ages, possibly broadcast to people through journalism. You might through writing articles, and then there's also just actually doing groundwork in other developing countries, and I have so many ideas and so many things that I want to do that there's so many possibilities.
Perhaps Sarah and the other Africans at US universities are so successful because of how much their families have invested in giving them those possibilities. And if they are able to take their skills back to Africa, then they'll be in a position to help create more opportunities for other talented youngsters back home.